Hi guys, I'm just gonna do a quick tank setup video. I got this little Fowler's toad. She's right there. Well, I say she, I'm not sure. And for those of you who've been with us a while, you may have remembered Claude. This is now Claudia. Claude was my adult female Fowler's toad I had a couple years ago. And I really missed having her. So I went ahead and got me another one. So this is just kind of a tank setup. So, yeah. So what I have in here is it's a mix of cocoa fiber. Not too much of it, just because it tends to mold on me when I use it in amphibian setups. So this is actually mostly earthworm castings, organic earthworm castings, like from Walmart. Some peat moss, some frog soil, some jungle mix frog soil, which tends to hold humidity a lot better than cocoa fiber or anything else that I found. So it's just a blend of that. Eventually I'll probably get some live plants for this and some isopods and things like that. As you can see, I have it at least 2-3 inches deep because toads do like to burrow down. Scary for me because I always want to go in and like figure out where they're at, so I dig them up and just kind of disturbs them. But this way she can have natural burrowing instincts. She can dig her own little burrow and stuff. I am going to offer her a hide, which she had been using in her temporary setup until I got my snake that lived in here moved out into a bigger enclosure. So, yeah. This is what I'm using as a hide. Yes, it's small, but it holds moisture very well if you keep it sprayed down. And she seems to like it already. She was actually in there. So I'm going to go ahead and plop that in here. I do have a heat light on this just because my room does get pretty chilly. Because, well, my husband can't sleep without it being Antarctica. So I have a heat lamp on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up on one side, so if she's hot, she can move away from it, and if she's cold, she can always move back to it. So here's her little terracotta pot, and then I have all this goodies down here. I have these are just more for me. I like to look at green things, so what I'm going to do is it's got this checkerboard on the back, and if you just lay it, looks nice, looks okay, but I can still see some of the checkerboard and stuff on it. So what I like to do is kind of smush it down a little bit, and then I'll actually get some dirt and put it over the top and kind of brush it away, and then that way it's actually buried now and it looks a little more natural. Just kind of brush it away. So I'll get that to a good, decent look to it. I will be using a lot of different kinds of woods and things like that in here. These are, I believe, Spanish oak branches that I actually got from where I used to work. They were in a like a dog crate, like screwed into the dog crate. And that's actually how we got our cockatiels in, as they'd put these perches in for them. So they were just going to throw them away. And since I know they're animal safe, I was just like, I'm going to steal those. And they were like, okay, that's fine. So we can make another naturalistic hide over here. And if she wants to use it, cool. If not, she doesn't have to. She can build her own. I'm leaving dirt on the bottom, though she'll probably go in and dig it out and to where it's bare bottom. And I'm just going to take these pieces of wood and kind of just cover over it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So that would be like if a dead tree was sticking out of the ground or something. we got something kind of similar to that. So there's another hide. And I can probably smoosh some dirt like that. Alright. So there's a second hide, and I think it looks pretty darn good. I'll probably make this side the hot side, and this side the cold side, just because, hi Dusty, my ferrets are right here, and I don't want the light to bother them too much while they're napping, which they nap quite a bit. I'll take this. This is just an aquatic plant with a little rock thing on the bottom. And probably should have put that in first because I want it kind of like that. So I'm gonna dig down and kind of push this log out of the way a little bit. And we will mash that down in there. Put that over it. Fill our hole back in. So there's some greenery. It's not sitting like I want it to really though. Hold on. Mash that down a little bit. There, that's a lot better. And we still have our little log cabin style home there. I do have this. This was her water bowl, as you can see, and I'm pretty sure she sat in it a couple times because it was just filled with dirt in the bottom. I'm probably going to go ahead and fill this with water again just so she can have it, but I do have another shallow water dish for her to use as well. So I'm just going to dig a little recess. And the reason I do this is because she is small and I don't want her to get stuck in or out of it, or trying to get into it and she can't because it's too tall. Toads can jump, but if they don't have to, they'd rather not to. So we'll just kind of put that there like that. I do have a little rock that's going to go in there, so if she does get in there and feels like she can't get out, she'll have something to step up on. Here's our little rock. It's literally just a little rock. And we'll just stick that. I'm going to put it here to the front. This is just from Hobby Lobby. It's for like the air plants and stuff like that, but I thought it was really cute, so I bought it. Originally it was going to be my Crusty Gecko's new food bowl, but then the more I looked at it, I was like, that's massive. There's no way I can put food in that. It's just going to be a waste of food. So I didn't. She's right there. We got some more greenery and some more sticks. Some people might think this is going to look really cluttered, but the more hidden your glasses, for any animal really, the more secure they feel. So I like to give them, my tanks and my cages tend to look pretty dang cluttered in comparison to some more minimalistic people. And there's nothing wrong doing it minimalistic at all. I could literally just have put the flower pot in here in a water bowl and she would have been fine. Just like that. But I want her as comfortable. Keep saying her. I don't know what gender she is yet. She's still really little. I want her to be as comfortable as possible. I have another mat. Another smaller mat of this green carpeting looking plant. This was actually bought for when I was breeding, like trying to breed fish. Then I had like two or three of these that covered the front part of my fish tank, and the babies, when they're born, they sink. So they could sink down into this, and the adult fish couldn't get to them and couldn't, eat them. So I have these pieces of, it's either spider wood or like, it's not cork bark. I think it's spider wood, or I don't think it's mangrove. I can't remember, honestly. I think I got this when I rescued one of my snakes. So we're gonna take this wood tower and we're gonna kind of stick it there. This is Tartsa. He's going to try to push this cup over, so it spills all over my carpet. So I'm gonna have to watch him. And then I'm just left with my dragon and 3 more pieces of wood. So this one has a nice, get that off, hold on. A nice, get off. There's like cat hair. I think my cat rubbed on it. One of them, I have 3. There. Another, it's got a nice flat bottom. So we'll, stick it next to her log hide. And that's pretty much all the way down into the soil. And then I like to butt soil up against it so it looks like it's coming out of it and not smash down into it. I learned that in horticulture and landscaping class in high school. And then we got 2 more chunks of wood. And I'm just going to try to close up the back here a little bit more. My husband found this stick. It's pretty cool. But now Claudia is going to get it. And I think we're just going to stick it right there. It doesn't do anything, it's just there. Alright. Then we have our shallow Exoterra water dish, which that's going to be the hot side, so I don't want it too far to the hot side. So we're going to jiggle it down right here. And then I've had this forever. I think this has been in every single video that I've done. So he kind of has a special place, and we will put his special place right here. There. So now, even though I can't see her, there is still something reptilian or amphibious in the tank. And now I'm going to get my spray bottle and mist her tank. His tank, her tank, Claudia's tank. Claude or Claudia, I haven't decided yet. It's just a little spray bottle with some treated water in it. Always treat for chlorine. I use Fish Safe water treatments, just because obviously if it's fish safe, it's more than likely safe for reptiles or whatever you're using it for, even plants. I'm gonna put some water in this water bowl here. Toads can have it a little on the drier side, but I'm probably going to go ahead and mist her daily just to be on the safe side so she doesn't dry out. Alright, everything is moistened down. I'm going to pop the sprayer off of this and not drop everything. And we will fill up our deeper swimming pool is what we'll call it. A little overflow ain't gonna hurt anything. Alright, it is, oh, crickets. I also have some smallish crickets for her. That's a lot. Okay, oops. Oh well, they'll go hide, and when she goes and hides, then she'll find them. And then I have to move the light over, and that's it. So here's little Claude or Claudia. She doesn't have as big of a marking spots as the OG Claude had. So she's actually really green. But she is a Fowler's toad, and the reason I can tell she's a Fowler's toad, or he is a Fowler's toad, is because of that black spot right there under her chin. His chin, her chin. So that's how you can tell if you have just a normal North American toad or a North American Fowler's toad. Very pretty markings, so. Alright, I think that concludes this video. I am going to be tearing down, cleaning, and doing an update on the turtle tank as well as the filter. And then tomorrow I'm actually going to try to go and pick up a male king betta fish to put into my community tank. So eventually I will be doing fish tank videos again. I'm going to start doing a lot more nutritional videos. And that's going to cover the board really. But I'll probably pick one animal per video. But I'm going to do cats, dogs, rodents, ferrets, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. Over the past few years, I've picked up a lot on dietary requirements, so I'm going to be doing a lot more in-depth videos and such on proper dieting for most animals. So yeah, this is Claudia, or Claude's new tank, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.